So, hello everyone, my name is Ritam Saha, and today we will be talking about the reason that you are not able to focus on anything. Yeah, so you get that feeling you're really motivated to study, and you try and you start to study, but suddenly you're distracted. Yeah, so that's not a new problem, and not a problem that only you deal with. Many millions of people every day deal with the same problem, but many of them have actually found a way to get through it. So let's see what are those ways. The first one is refocus. Yeah, so what's refocus? The first thing is you start to focus on something, but what happens? You get distracted. This is an easy and most obvious thing. Still, many of us don't know this. The thing is, you people start to judge themselves at what they did, and they should stop the studying session right now. But you should always say it's okay. Everyone makes mistakes, uh, and you too. It doesn't mean that you have to give up. You can start right now and again go to that focus state. This is an easy trick, but still, what can we do? So let's go to the next part, and that part is meditate. So what's meditate? Meditation is an ancient art, maybe started 1,000 years back in India and many other countries. Not just in India, but many other countries. It's known as dhyan in India. The thing is, meditation is not a short-term practice. It's a long-term goal, but it is one of the most beneficial. Uh, it increases focus, it increases patience, and your overall study time. Start with just 5 minutes a day, and you will and slowly increase it time to time. You will be able to do it 30 minutes a day at the end of a year probably. Personally, I wanted to do this, but still I have not started this. But this is the best. Yeah, not just patience. It also helps it also helps to cope up with stress and makes you feel more ease. So let's go move on to the next topic. That's one time, one task. So what's this? So you see, people try to multitask, but this philosophy says you should not multitask. And why is that? We like to do multitask because we think that more things done in that small time. But this isn't the truth. The thing is, your brain cannot focus. Your brain, I cannot draw the brain. Of course, I am bad drawing. I am trying to improve. But yeah, so your brain actually think this is your brain. Your brain cannot handle many tasks at the same time. You can only do one thing at a time. That's how we have evolved. So, if we follow in the way your brain is evolved, then you will be able to do more things in less time. And that's my next part. And that's the next point. The next point is actually very simple, which is not one time, which is to set priorities. And the thing is, these two philosophies go hand in hand. By setting priorities, you will do the most important task first and the least important task and the last. This will make sure that you have done most of the important work one by one. So everything will be done one after another. But by not doing the multitask prospect, you won't be wasting your time juggling around. Your mind cannot focus, I'm again saying, on two things at the same time. So that was one thing. Let's go to the next concept, and that's Pomodoro. So many of you have already known about the Pomodoro technique, and that's uh, set a timer for 25 minutes and work for that time, and then take a 5-minute break. So what this does is actually you will be doing the 5 25 minutes and then taking the 5-minute break. So you won't be distracted. The enjoyment part will actually happen in these 5 minutes. But don't take a phone in these minutes. Go for a small walk. Um, Refill your water bottle, and do something small like this. This will actually energize your brain, and you can do this one after another, one session after another. So this will go on, and you will see in this 25 minutes you have done more things, because this 5 minutes you are taking to make your mind rest. So from time to time, yeah, like as time moves on, you will be able to do more than just 5 minutes. It may be increased to 1 hour, and afterwards 3 to 4 hours even. That's that's the main point of this thing. When you will be able to go to this height, then you can understand you are at the pinnacle, and that becomes the next concept. That's flow state. So what's flow state? So let me first erase these things to make it easier to write. Yeah. So flow state is another concept which actually says to focus on the thing as much as you like. And by like, I remember, please like the video if you really enjoying it, and also consider subscribing. It really helps. So what's the flow state? Flow state is like doing the same thing till you like it, uh, and you're enjoying it fully. You're into the task. Athletes call these into the zone, and that's the correct thing to have. When you have this state, nothing can distract you. So try to get this state as you do Pomodoro technique. And, but this, let me remind you, this takes a long time. So it's a long-term technique again, just like meditation. So let's go to the very basic technique. This should have been actually mentioned before. That is workspace. So many of us actually like to work on beds and something like on your lap. Just realize that needs more context. Nope. Uh, Laptop on your lap. Yeah. So when you're using, but these workspaces are not that much comfortable. For sometimes people think, but the main thing is Beds are designed to sleep, and you cannot work on that, not even on couches, because again, it is meant for watching TV or something else. So, get a dedicated workspace like a table and chair at a particular space in your living room, not in living room, somewhere that is quiet. This will help your mind to think like, at this particular space I will just work there. And this helps at most of the scenarios, but it builds over time, so it's again a long term technique. Another thing associated with the space is rituals. So what is a ritual? Ritual is specifically thinking, basically, like, think before starting your um, work in the workspace. Try making a cup of coffee or something else. A ritual is basically like doing a specific activity before work and during work. For example, refills of coffee in betweens, and this actually makes your brain uh, associate that thing with the work, like making the coffee, meditating, or maybe exercise. This was all about the video. And another thing, you will see one thing, that is, many of these concepts are actually linked to the book Deep Work by Cal Newport. He's an amazing person who wrote this amazing book, which I will be making a video afterwards. I do have a copy actually. This. The book states many of the principles that I said today, and not just that, it actually has more principles that I have to cover afterwards. So I will be making a video for it in the future. Stay subscribed to see that video, or and hit the notification bell. Or if you're from the future, then please then you can check the link in the description. Thank you.